Coming up on basketball tonight, it was championship night for some of the basketball tournaments around the area. The Benton girls were playing in the Kearney Tournament Championship, plus the Stewartsville-Osborne boys and DeKalb girls were both playing in the Wild Card Tournament Championships. Then the Maryville basketball teams hosted Mid-Buchanan tonight for some non-conference action. Then on the Kansas side, Troy had big home matchups with Mar Hill, and Riverside welcomed in McLouth. Highlights of all those games and more coming up on Basketball
Tonight! If they betting against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up. If they betting against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. We putting in work every night till the sun up. Completing the mission, I'm getting right on it. And stay on my pivot, no knocking me off it. We ain't worried about that, they just talking. Know you the one when you link up with bosses. And we stay in the gym cause we ballin'. Calling them out cause it's shots that I'm calling. Where they at, bring them out, now they stallin'. Do them however, whenever they want it. Get to the bed cause that's all I be rolling. Stepped in the arena, show me my opponent. We unstoppable, so that mean you can't tell us what not to do. Take them out, that's exactly what I'ma do. We invincible, but we know how to move just to get to you. Give our L's and the shoe who we give it to. Planning to win and that's just what we stick it to. We came marching in, they ain't have to invite us, we barging in. When we shoot then they know what the target is. We do nothing for free so we charging them. If they betting against us, we coming. If they betting against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up.
Welcome everybody to Basketball Tonight, the 7th edition of our online web-based show. I'm Brett Kennedy, he's Anthony Crane. Anthony, we had a ton of basketball tournaments, high school basketball tournaments around the area this week, and a couple of tournament championships as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a busy week. Seen a lot of good basketball, with more to come. We saw some fun tonight too.
Oh man, yes we did indeed. Let's dive right into it. This was crazy. The Kearney Classic Tournament Championship between St. Teresa's and Benton. Benton, number 2 in Class 5, number 3 in St. Teresa, or number 4, Class 4 rather. Let's trade some threes. Addie Moyton from long range, nothing but net. Later in the first, Andrea Simmons answers with a 3 of her own. 11-10 Cards after one. 18-15 St. Teresa at the half. Fast forward, 2 minutes left to play. Cardinals up 36-32 in transition. Clarabelle Turner for the easy 2, 6-point lead. But Moyton hits back-to-back threes. That ties it up at 38. Final seconds now, 46-43 Cardinals. Last chance for St. Teresa. Nora Roddy, the senior forward, at the buzzer, and she sinks it. We're going to overtime, tied at 46 in OT. The stud junior for Benton, Eliana Arambala, goes to work, draws the foul, hits the shot going to the floor. Later it's Eliana Arambala again, slicing through the lane, drawing the foul. She's fired up. Cardinals have the momentum, but sometimes no matter what you do, things just happen. 52-51 Cardinals, then Jalea Fleming. No points to this point. The freshman knocks down a 3. St. Teresa goes on to win this one 54-52, or actually to win 58-52 in a battle of the 2 top teams in the state.
In the girls' third place game in the Kearney Classic, 7th ranked Lafayette in 4A faced Park Hill tonight, third quarter. 23-20 Irish. Delaney McQuiston for 3. In the corner, she drains it. 6-point lead for Lafayette. Just a bit later, Katana Bigham pulls up in the lane. 28-24 Lafayette going into the fourth. But the fourth belonged to Park Hill. Boston Wan to the basket. Park Hill outscores Lafayette 19-2 in the quarter and defeat the Irish 43-30 in the Kearney Tournament third place game.
The Lafayette boys and St. Pius were playing for the third place game in the Kearney Classic MEC battle. 14-9 Warriors, time ticking in the first. Tyler Lind at the buzzer, 8-point lead going to the second quarter. Lafayette battling back though. Owen Zeit, remember his brother Ethan. Here's Owen driving the baseline, gets 2 for the Irish, but later Antonio Williams, the stud senior, beyond the arc, smooth tray for the 3 ball. That goes through perfect. But the Warriors 30-17 lead at the break. Pius kept it going throughout this one. Warriors top Lafayette in the third place game in Kearney 64 to 47. It was championship night at the Wild Card Tournament at Osborne High School this evening. Starting with the boys game, Stewartsville Osborne taking on Winston. Winston jumped out in front early. Junior Braden Watkins right down the lane, making it look easy. But the Wild Cards punched back with their sophomore Ian Saunders. Check out these moves. Ooh! Woo! Making defenders just fly right on by the floater.
What were those noises?
That plays like that, you never know what's going to happen. How about the freshman Campbell Stewart with the pretty finger roll? More wild card. Saunders has his shot blocked, but he gets it right back and sneaks through the defenders and doesn't miss this time around. Then it's Saunders. He had 13 points in the first half of this game. In the corner to Trevin Martins for three. Money. Stewartsville Osborne wins the Wild Card Tournament Championship 52-49. The Winston girls were also playing in the Wild Card Tournament Championship against DeKalb this evening. Both teams coming in with a 6-6 record. The Lady Redbirds got out to an early lead in the first half thanks to some early three-pointers. Ryan Hampton with the triple. She led Winston with 13 points. DeKalb and head coach Jackson Rump trailed by 5 at halftime. It was back and forth in the second half. DeKalb took a 2-point lead late. CC Sherlock, the junior, led all scorers with 19 points. Winston's turn. Rosalind Cameron on the baseline. She ties up the game at 33-all. Next Winston possession, minute and a half left, off the inbounds. Sherlock steals it, then gets it to the lone senior on DeKalb. Anna Sampson taps it in off the window, and DeKalb takes the lead, does not relinquish it after that. Lady Tigers win the championship game 40-36 to improve to 7-6 on the season.
Gives us more sportsmanship, and we work together as a team a lot, and it just shows that we can do it if we really want it.
It's just that we show hard work all the time. We never give up, and that's what we want. Like I said, all these girls work together every day, and just never giving up is a life lesson. You never know what's going to happen to you, but as long as you keep working, good things are going to happen. A good win like this helps us out later in the year, especially in districts and stuff like that. Every game we have from now on is going to be tough, but if we can stay together and keep playing together, we're going to be all right.
DeKalb has a tough one next at Rockport on Tuesday next week. In the Wild Card Tournament third place games, the Stewartsville Osborne girls faced Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg won 38-33. For the boys, the Maysville JV teams faced Polo, and Polo got the victory 56-35. Let's go to the fifth place games in the Wild Card Tournament. Maysville and Polo girls squared off in one of the games. Maysville won 44-30. In the boys' fifth place game, DeKalb faced Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg won 62-30.
Only the fifth place games going on in the Stanbury Invitational Tournament tonight. For the girls matchup, Worth County squared off against North Andrew. North Andrew won 40-28. Worth County boys played in the fifth place game as well, taking down Stanbury 46-42. To the 93rd Annual Fairfax Tournament, one third place game tonight. East Ashland taking on the Mountain City girls. Mountain City gets the win 52-37. Two fifth place games taken in the Fairfax Invite. Fall City versus St. Joe Christian. In the first game, Fall City won 27-13. St. Joseph Christian was in the boys' fifth place game as well. South Holt, St. Joe Christian wins 62-55. To the 30th Annual Lawson Invitational, the fifth place games happen for that tonight. Richmond faced Excelsior Springs for the girls. Excelsior Springs get the 49-37 win. Hamilton boys get the 53-44 win over Lawson.
Maryville Hoops hosted Mid-Buchanan tonight for a non-conference matchup. Let's start with the boys contest. First quarter, 5-3 Mid-Buchanan. Both games out to a slow start. Little struggle to finish at the rim is completed by senior Xander Brown to get the scooch ahead for the Dragons. Maryville trying to take care of the other team in green with Coach Steckline pumping up his guys.
Good people.
Later in the first, Maryville trying to fan the flames. Carson Hagman drains a three to move the score to 12-8. Hagman had 13 points on the night. Near the end of the first quarter, Spoofhounds figuring out the Dragons. Jackson Dredge, the Maryville quarterback, gets around for the bucket. 16-14 Dredge. 16 points tonight for Maryville. The boys get the win, 65-58 to the Spoofhounds. Let's go to the girls matchup between the two schools. Mid-Buchanan coming in with a 10-3 record. Maryville at 8-4. Interesting. 7-5 Mid-Buck in the first. Balls get passed around, and Avani Kenzora says, I understand it now. 9-5, Dragons get in the lead. Later, 22-20, Mid-Buchanan in front in the third quarter. Spoofhounds trying to keep up this race. Maryville gets the rock to Jalea Price. Arcs in a three to tie the game. The Hound Pound packed in to root their teams no matter what. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Maryville leads 42-41. Dragon senior London Wilson floats one in 43-42 to get the lead back. She had 25 points. Dragons move it up to 47-42. Maryville trying to stay alive. Alyssa Cunningham nails a big two, but not enough time on the clock. Mid-Buchanan girls hang on, 48-44.
Everybody wants a London Wilson on their team. She does a great job for us. She's not the most vocal, but she sets a great example for our young girls. We have a very young team, and so she's really taken on that leadership for us this year. And I can't say enough good things about her.
I just try to be a leader, always encourage them, help them out when they make mistakes, and just don't let them get down on themselves.
Mid-Buchanan improves to 11-3. They will travel to Summit Christian Academy on the 21st. Spoofhounds fall to 8-6. They will play Bishop LeBlond on the 24th. The North Platte girls team played at St. Pius in Kansas City tonight. St. Pius gets the win over the Lady Panthers, 55-52. The Plattsburgh girls basketball team, they were in Kansas City as well, playing at Faith Christian Academy. The girls get the victory, 41-24. We were still looking for the boys' final of that one.
On the Kansas side, the Troy Hoops teams hosted Mar Hill tonight, starting with Mar Hill boys. Ravens down early, Luke Seibert helping them call back with the three. Trojans, Logan Blevins from the corner, putting Troy up 16-10. Bo Wirtz, long pass to Adric Koroblick. He pops the jumper. Nothing but net on that one. Koroblick wasn't done. This time, taking the shot worth more points. Drains that one. Gannon Bowe. Sidearm to Caston Jasper. Jasper does the rest. Later, Henry Geiger takes it at the elbow. Big man drops the jumper. Geiger trips, finds Blevin, who gets through the defense and gets the tough finish. Derek Ebanks bounces off Bowe's leg, back to himself, then finds Robert Begley under the hoop as Mar Hill goes on to win 65-52.
Yeah, I was really proud of us. We had a couple moments in that game that got a little bit ugly. The first part of the game, we went down, I think, on an 8-0 run, and they came out on a 10-0 run. But we stayed really stable, stayed steady. We didn't get too high or low. So I'm really proud of us for staying composed. And I thought defensively we did a good job tonight. Got some room to grow offensively, but overall I'm really proud of the guys. Yeah, we didn't abandon the game plan. We just stayed with it. It's just, I think sometimes we forget high school guys that get excited, and I think everybody was just a step too fast. So we just kind of slowed everybody down and stayed steady, and they responded well and took care of business. Yeah, that's first of all, that's a great team. I was just telling our guys in there, that's a high quality team. They're extremely well coached. They're extremely disciplined. They play hard, and so I'm really proud of that win. And I'm really happy with how we've got the season started. We're in a good position within the league standings. We still have a long way to go, so just staying and taking care of business, but really proud of the guys.
Right down the road, the Riverside basketball teams hosted McLeod tonight, starting with the girls' game. Carmen Baldwin kicks it out to Niala Duncan, knocks down the early three. Trinity Jackson to Baldwin. Baldwin back to Jackson. She knocks down the three as Riverside goes up 7-0 early. Bulldogs would respond. Haley McCauley banks in the three-pointer. McCauley calling bank again as McLeod ties this one up at 7. Jackson misses. Ella Weissner, though, makes the great save. Baldwin steps up to the line, kicks it out to Tori Ortega as she knocks down the three. Ortega again, striving, finds resistance, but she kicks it out to fellow freshman Kennedy Griffin, who knocks down the jumper as Riverside goes on to get the 55-26 win.